Celtics make last-minute strategic move. The Boston Celtics surprised their fans with an unexpected move ahead of their highly anticipated NBA Cup debut on Tuesday against the Atlanta Hawks. In a decision that promises to make an impact, the main roster called up forward Baylor Scheierman, an emerging star from the G League. This strategic gamble raises questions. What does the Celtics really expect from this young prospect? A surprising play or the missing piece? Scheierman, a standout player with the main Celtics affiliate team, will now have the chance to join the main roster at a crucial moment. The announcement was made on the Celtics' official social media, and the move shows that the team is not sparing any effort to strengthen their presence in the competition. Calling up Scheierman signals a clear attempt to explore new possibilities for the forward position, which is crucial in intense matchups like the NBA Cup. But who is Baylor Scheierman, and why does the Celtics have so much faith in this young player's potential? Selected in the first round of this year's draft, he arrived in the NBA with an impressive resume in college basketball. At Creighton, he earned third-team All-American honors and was named to the first-team All-Big East, helping his team reach the Sweet 16 in the last NCAA tournament. Scheierman not only made history at Creighton but also shone previously at South Dakota State, where he was named Summit League Player of the Year in 2022. Scheierman's journey between the NBA and the G League has been full of ups and downs, with a player bouncing between the two leagues in search of a solid opportunity. Just under a week ago, he was with the main Celtics, honing his skills and gaining experience. However, the limitations of the current Celtics roster have opened a new door for Scheierman, giving him another chance to prove his worth at the highest level. So far, he has had few real opportunities in the NBA, averaging 1.3 points in just 6 minutes per game over 3 appearances. Even though his numbers are not yet impressive, the Celtics appear determined to ensure his talent doesn't go unnoticed. It's a risky bet, but the team believes that with continued work, Scheierman could become a key player for the team. But will he establish himself? Or will we continue to see him alternate between the main roster and the main Celtics? A key to the journey or a long-term bet? Last season, the Celtics performed well in the then-season tournament but fell short of the title. This year, with a strengthened and even more focused team, the Celtics have a real chance to make history. The coach and coaching staff are working on a detailed plan, focused on every group stage game. The group stage games will be held every Tuesday and Friday until December 6th, giving the Celtics the opportunity to prove that, in addition to talent, they have the consistency needed to emerge as champions. Scheierman's presence in the first NBA Cup game could be an indication that the Celtics are willing to explore all possibilities and leave no resource unexplored. In games like these, where every point is fiercely contested, the presence of fresh energy on the court could make all the difference. Scheierman's ability to adapt to new scenarios and the pressure of high-level games was demonstrated during his college career and could now prove crucial for the Celtics. Fans and experts will be closely watching, paying attention to every move Scheierman makes and the impact he has on the team. After all, with a college career marked by accomplishments and a first-round draft selection, expectations are high that Scheierman can grow and perhaps solidify himself as a reliable presence for the Celtics. So, will the Boston Celtics finally win the NBA Cup? Will Baylor Scheierman be the surprise piece in this journey to the top? What is going on with Giannis? Giannis Antetokounmpo has been at the center of attention following a series of controversies on the court during the recent Milwaukee Bucks vs. Boston Celtics game. In a night filled with tension and questionable behavior, Giannis not only clashed with stars Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown, but also sparked moments that left both the fans and experts in shock. The injury threat Tatum faced. One of the most talked-about plays of the game involved Antetokounmpo dangerously entering Jayson Tatum's landing space as the Celtics player was taking a shot. The impact was so close that, according to Tatum, he risked a serious ankle injury. Without hesitation, Tatum demanded an explanation from the referees, outraged by the lack of punishment for what he considered a clear violation. The incident created a tense atmosphere, and critics began to question what was going on in Giannis' mind. Another controversial moment involved Jaylen Brown. During a break in the game, Giannis appeared to offer a handshake to Brown, but instead used the gesture as a distraction. The move was seen as unnecessary and even unsportsmanlike, especially in such a heated matchup. Matt Barnes, former NBA player and now a commentator on the All the Smoke podcast, did not let this behavior go unnoticed. This strange behavior is not surprising coming from Giannis, Barnes stated. He has a history of questionable actions, and it's very possible that the team's poor performance is pushing him to his limit. Barnes' criticism. A deeper issue? Barnes' criticism goes beyond a simple observation. He believes the Bucks' poor performance this season is emotionally affecting Antetokounmpo, leading to behavior many would call reckless. So far, the Milwaukee Bucks find themselves in a disappointing 14th place in the Eastern Conference with a 2-8 record, despite Giannis putting up impressive numbers: 31.6 points, 12.8 rebounds, and 5.2 assists per game. With the Bucks in freefall and Giannis' frustrations becoming more evident, Barnes raises an intriguing possibility. If Giannis' erratic behavior continues, he might finally request a trade and look for success with another team. Could this be the breaking point for the Greek Freak? The Bucks season is hanging by a thread, and Giannis' performance, along with his on-court behavior, is under intense scrutiny. With the team on the brink of collapse, many are wondering if we will see Antetokounmpo put an end to his story in Milwaukee. While fans eagerly await a response, the Bucks desperately need a series of wins to turn things around and prevent Giannis from making drastic decisions. Is this series of controversial actions just a sign of a rough patch? Or are we witnessing the beginning of the end of Giannis' relationship with Milwaukee? Jayson Tatum and Al Horford in doubt against the Hawks. What seemed like just another strategic victory for the Boston Celtics over the Bucks hides a growing concern for fans. Jayson Tatum didn't emerge unscathed from his explosive encounter with Giannis Antetokounmpo. The star is now listed as questionable with a left ankle sprain for Tuesday's crucial matchup against the Atlanta Hawks in the NBA Cup. Tatum's injury sparks controversy with Giannis. Tatum's injury occurred during a tense moment in Sunday's game, where the Celtics took a 113-107 win. The star suffered the sprain after landing on Antetokounmpo's foot. The referee's decision not to call a foul left Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla outraged, calling the lack of a call ridiculous given the dangerous nature of the Bucks players' play. Tatum didn't hold back either, stating post-game, "There are certain calls you just can't miss." Despite the scare, Tatum stayed on the court and finished with an impressive 31 points, 12 rebounds, and 6 assists, 23 of those points coming in the second half. He's played in all 11 games of the season so far and currently leads the NBA in total points scored. However, the uncertainty about his participation in Tuesday's game creates an atmosphere of suspense and concern among Celtics fans. Horford's warning and the status of other injuries. The 38-year-old veteran Al Horford also appeared on the injury report with a sprained left big toe, putting him in doubt for the Atlanta game. Horford, who has been avoiding back-to-back games at this stage of his career, was already set to rest in one of the upcoming matchups, but the injury might force him out sooner. The Celtics injury report also includes Kristaps Porzingis, who remains out as he recovers from a leg surgery, and reserve guard Jaden Springer, listed as questionable with left knee tendonitis. On the bright side, Jaylen Brown has returned from a hip flexor strain that kept him out of the last 4 games, including the Milwaukee matchup. Hawks struggling. An opportunity for the Celtics? The Atlanta Hawks, meanwhile, face challenges of their own. In a significant blow, the team has already ruled out 6 players, including star Trae Young, who is sidelined with left Achilles tendonitis. Young, who leads the Hawks in points and assists this season, had an unusually low performance in the last game against the Celtics, scoring only 2 points with 6 assists in a 30-point defeat. With a Celtics lineup full of uncertainties and a short-handed Hawks team, Tuesday's game will be a true test of resilience for both teams. The presence of Tatum and Horford remains a mystery, but their absence could dramatically alter the course of the game. Hey Celtics fanatics! What do you think of this news? Leave your opinion in the comments, as it's highly valued.